technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
Viewers, US President Donald Trump's tariffs have kicked in for India. While there are concerns here in India, particularly for the export sector, remember, Americans will have to now pay a 50% tariff on imports of several Indian goods. Government sources suggest that communication channels between India and the United States of America are open to resolve the ongoing tariff issues, and the glitch in trade ties is only temporary. This is what sources have suggested, given the long-term relationship between the two countries. As per sources, there is no need for panic for exporters, as the impact of these high tariffs is not likely to be as severe as feared, given the diversified nature of Indian exports. In fact, sources also added that India's exports to the United States of America during the first 4 months of the current fiscal year have risen by 21.64% to $33.53 billion US dollars. Going by this trend, the exports may touch last year's figure, which was $86.5 billion US dollars as well. Now, this is what we have learned from sources. Remember, there are a lot of concerns among exporters because we are looking at an impact on the exports worth about $45 billion from India to the United States of America. Let me go across to my colleague Pragya, who is joining us live right now for more on this. Pragya, good morning. So tell us exactly what is the game plan as far as Indian government is concerned. Now, exporters are going to face 50% tariffs on the products that they will be sending to the United States of America. What are we doing here in India to deal with this situation?
Well, the government, the Ministry of Commerce, in fact, is reaching out to all the exporters, especially those who are heavily invested in US and who are most impacted by this US tariff of 50%. So they have a commodity branch that is reaching out to all the exporters, and not just that, the plan of action is very clear. The government is focusing on free trade agreements with other countries as well, and the European nations as well, because there is an uncertainty in global policy environment. There's still no clarity what is happening in the world. Government believes that bilateral free trade agreement is something that will ease the burden and pressure that may be sent from the US. So EU, FTA, EFTA, Oman talks are already concluded. Peru, Chile, New Zealand and other countries, we already are in talks and closing in on the signing of these agreements. While the focusing on FTA utilization is also important, because the preferential concession duties that we get from these countries will be available to India. So in a way, it will ease down pressure from the US tariff as well. So government is looking at 50 more countries where they can export more from other countries and less from India, so that these exports will also be done. So the export diversification is also on the cards. We are exploring new markets and we are also exploring new products.
All right. So we're exploring new markets, new products. Diversification of our export basket is something that's also being considered. Also, you told us, Pragya, FTAs with other countries being explored as well. Thank you very much for the moment for joining us with your inputs. We have some